Not too long ago, we were talking about people that are e-begging, and I'm back with another one. Is that my phone? Who the... Girl. Hey, girl. Oh, okay. What's going on?
The fact that it is the third year in a row that the Chiefs, the Kansas City Chiefs, the city in which I live.
I know where you live. Is this about the whole branding situation, or...
Yeah.
We've talked about this. You need a social media manager. You need somebody that will promote your stuff. I mean, you have a huge following on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You do not need to be begging people online. Please just trust me on this one if you don't trust me on anything else. And I know you're going to end up posting this on one of your platforms, but I'm urging you, please do not post this.
The third year in a row that the Chiefs have made it to the Super Bowl, and I have not been invited by the Super Bowl, by the Chiefs, by any brands.
I understand your frustration, but at the same time, all you need to do is just reach out to them, send them an email, something if they're not recognizing you. I mean, do you feel like this is personal?
Yeah, it feels personal at this point. It really does. I go to the games. I post about going to the games.
Yeah.
I wear my Chiefs gear every single week on Fridays and sometimes on other days too. Sundays, obviously, as well.
I mean, I wouldn't really pop up those Chiefs images because clearly you also support the Packers and you record and you post about supporting the Packers. I mean, you recently had a tailgate with the Packers, so... Your point, I'm not trying to hate, I'm just trying to be a friend that is supportive. And I think the way you're going about this is totally wrong. Send them an email and let's just see what they say.
I don't know what else I have to do. I am such a huge fan. Ever since I have moved onto Kansas City soil, which I have been living in the Kansas/Kansas City area for almost 10 years now. Ever since I moved here, I've been a Chiefs fan. Not only that, I've been a football fan my entire life. Huge football fan. I watch 6 hours of football every single Sunday. Like, it is my life. I love it so much.
I mean, so does everybody else. Like I said, I'm not trying to hate. I'm just trying to support you. And I'm giving you tough love right now. I know you're not liking it. Your emotions are high. But just email them. At least try that. You've tried everything else. This is not the first time you've made a video like this and you keep posting it online for people to see. I know you tend to be an asshole, but this time, please take this advice. Provide people with good content and contact the people that you want to get sponsored by. That's all it is. And or just get a social media manager.
I post about it a lot. And so the fact that I haven't been invited, yeah, I'm heartbroken, especially when I get to see all of these amazing influencers who get invited every year and they have no connection to either team involved in the Super Bowl and sometimes no connection to football whatsoever.
I wouldn't say that, but okay. Are you looking for a sponsorship or do you just want to get invited?
Yeah, I want to be invited. Okay. So just take this as my application. Brands. I love to eat. I love to drink. I love everything. So that won't be an issue. So if you want to bring me to the Super Bowl in New Orleans this year, I am also a huge Chiefs fan. Like, you will not regret it. I promise. Yeah, it feels personal that I haven't been invited, honestly. I mean, it feels personal.
It can feel personal.
I know it's not, but it feels that way.
It's not. You really have
to
Chiefs. Trust me. Oh, okay. That's fine. Whatever. Yep, I'm definitely going to have to edit that call out. Oh, no. We're back with another beggar. Today we're going to be talking about Noelle, who is a teacher as well as an influencer who has a very huge platform on TikTok, Instagram, as well as YouTube. But she goes out to her followers and begs. It's not the first time we've seen this, and unfortunately it will not be the last time. So we're starting a series, even though I've done the e-beggars in the past, of influencers that beg. Full disclaimer, this video is for entertainment as well as educational purposes only. This is not to bash anybody. Everything I say is not facts. Everything that will be coming out of my mouth is all alleged. It is made up in my head. Let's get into this video.
If you are from a brand, any brand, and you are coming across this video, I beg you to please watch. I doubt this will get any traction, but I'm just going to try because I am planning my...
It may not get traction in the brand's world, but it's definitely going to get your viewers' attention because you have hella views in your page and you have 5 million followers on TikTok, so somebody's going to see the video.
Bachelorette weekend, it's coming up in a couple months and I'm so freaking excited. And I'm not going to tell all y'all exactly where I'm going yet, but I will say we are going to the beach because I love the beach. And I'm working on putting some gifts together for all of my guests, my best friends in the world that are so graciously coming on this trip with me and spending money to be with me. And the way I view this trip is, yes, it's my bachelorette, but like, I view it more as like I'm thanking my friends for walking into my life and changing my life for the better, being my inspiration, being my motivation, and just being such great friends to me. So this trip is really a thank you to them because they're spending money to be with me. Some of them are in my wedding, and I just love them all so much. So I want to give them the best weekend ever. Everything that
you want the brands to give them the best trip or event ever. There's just some things you do not have to put out there.
Maid of honor, my sister, and I are planning, like we are keeping everybody, the whole group in mind. Like it's not just only what I want to do. It's like things that, yes, that I would like to do, but that I also think the group would like to do as well. Really want their gifts to be amazing. My sister and I have already like decided on some things we want to try to give them. But if there's any brands out there that want to take part in some gifting, and I've obviously like, I will post all about you and love you forever and support you forever. But just direct message me if you're interested or you have any ideas. I'm just so excited to thank my girls for sticking with me. So yeah.
I truly have a love-hate relationship with social media, specifically TikTok, because on one side, it brings out people's true colors, but on the other side, I'm just rolling my eyes with discomfort and exhaustion from all these people that don't think before they post or feel entitled to stuff just because they're influencers or even content creators, just because they have a huge following. You still need to continue to do the work. Brands and sponsors aren't just gonna fly and, try to get you, especially if you are not their cup of tea. No offense to you, but if you are comparing yourself to other influencers, already there is a difference between you and those influencers. You need to go behind the scenes and email the brands if that is something you really want to partake in. Otherwise, coming out to people that support you and love you as somebody that is begging, even though you have a lot of subscribers on different platforms. And I know subscriber count doesn't mean how much money you're getting, but she does get engagement in a lot of her posts. And I'm pretty sure she's making money on TikTok. Is it wrong to ask for brand sponsorships? No, but to go online and beg for it instead of doing it the right way is extremely cringe, and you lose all credit once you say, I will literally blast you and support you. It's almost as if she's saying, I will support any and every brand that wants to help me fund this trip. And that is something I just talked about on the Amazon must-haves video, where I was telling you that there are some influencers that will go out their way and support any and everything. One day they're selling a camera, the next day they're selling this, the next day they're selling that. And you look at their page and all it is just sales on sales on sales, affiliate marketing. And if that's how you want to be known, then that's fine. But it's so distasteful, and I don't know who would ever trust an influencer who does that. And even worse, them blasting it out and saying they will support the brands no matter who they are, for as long as they're willing to fund their freaking Bachelorette one event, tarnishing your entire reputation. And this isn't the only video that she has posted going off and feeling entitled and just overall cringe. So her caption says, brands and small businesses, please watch. I'd love to feature you and promote your products on my batch trip. So now you're trying to get some small businesses into this, where you're getting free stuff from small businesses, all in the name of exposure. If you are a small business, I would not recommend partnering with her in order to have your products promoted. It is honestly not worth it. You will lose credit too dealing with somebody like this. That is just my own opinion. But if that's what you want to do, then go ahead. Who am I? Somebody said, y'all are hypocrites because when Mimi does it, everyone's okay with it. I don't know who the heck Mimi is. Y'all are weird. We all know teachers are underpaid and overworked. Nobody said they weren't. But she's not just a teacher, she's also an influencer who gets paid by influencing. I'm not getting it. Why wouldn't you want to help her get deals with brands? Because it's not her subscribers or her supporters' jobs to help her do that. Just because somebody else does it doesn't mean it is okay for the next person to do it. It was not okay with who? Mimi? It's just not okay. Just do it the right way and shut up. This small brand would love to send you some items. That small brand should not partner with her. Girl, I think they're supposed to reach out to you. Yes, brands do reach out to influencers, and if they're not really getting you in their algorithm or looking out for you, or whatever the case is, you can reach out to them. The worst thing you can get is a no, and it is just a redirection to something else. But all of that is BTS. This is embarrassing. It is. It honestly is. I'm not gonna stand on the sidelines and just root you on and say, yes, go girl, this is normal, because it's not. You're e-begging on the internet. You are an influencer. You're no different than the other e-beggars I was talking about. Stays begging for brand sponsors. You stay begging. You're gonna be known as the girl that stays begging. Just stop. Please. Get a lot of Bachelorette gifting inbounds, and this stuck out to us, sending you a DM, and this is from Province Beauty. And then someone said, thank you for reaching out to her, an amazing company. Hey, I'm having mine in April. Have any extra? Because you might as well, as a non-influencer, go ahead and just start blasting brands. You know, like, it's not a good look. That's the best way I can put it. Noelle, please delete this. This is not you. It's disappointing. That's what I'm saying. Delete it. Delete it now. Wow, begging once again. And you guys may be wondering right now, what do you mean once again? Because this is what she does. I mean, apart from her other content creation, I mean, she is a teacher. She records about being a teacher and the stuff she deals with. But now that image is no longer even available in the eyes of your new viewers. Now people are gonna know you as the e-begging influencer, and you're gonna go down the pile of all the others that are doing the same freaking thing. And I am tired of it. Back to my Amazon must-have videos. They constantly are promoting any and everything for money. Where is your dignity? Where is your self-respect? Where is respect for another human? What is wrong with you? Not all money is good money, and a lot of people don't understand that. They are led by money. That is all they think, breathe, eat, poop. Just stop. Please, just do it the right way and hush.
Okay, I want to talk about the fact that anytime I post a video, anything relating to wanting to go on a brand trip or wanting to work with a brand, and people comment things like, you're so thirsty, what are you doing? Like, this is so embarrassing for you. And why is it that you're saying that? Because when other influencers do that, it's totally fine. Like, do you know how many big creators that I have seen complain about not getting to go on a Tarte trip, and then the next Tarte trip they're literally on it? Or like not complaining about being on a Tarte trip, but like wanting to go on one and expressing that in their videos, and then the next Tarte trip they were literally on it. I didn't see any negative comments on those videos. So why is it the negativity on me when I put forth legit evidence as to why I'm a huge Chiefs fan, why I would be so honored with the opportunity for something like this, and people are just saying I'm a pick-me? And first of all, thank you to this comment who, like, yeah, it's not even just the amount of followers. It's just the fact that, like, why can't I ask? Why can't I shoot my shot? Like, why not? Just like any other influencer. I see so many influencers do it every single day and nobody complains about it. And then they end up getting what they want. They end up getting to work with those cool brands.
You see influencers doing this every day, so you think that's the best way to go about it? I can tell you of other ways that you could have gone about this rather than what you're doing. And even though she's not naming off some influencers, there are some influencers that do this type of stuff and they still go under fire. And she talks about this Tarte trip constantly. She really, really wants it. And once again, just because somebody else did it and they were able to cry their way and freaking act like toddlers in order to get this brand trip, just because they did it doesn't mean you should do it too.
So I don't see why it's such a problem for me. And you know what I think it is? It's because I'm a teacher and people hate teachers.
Yes, it's definitely because of the fact that you're a teacher. I don't know of anybody who says, man, I hate teachers. Teachers are one of the most hardworking people. I remember when I was younger, I went to my mother and I was asking her, hey, why are teachers not paid well? Because they literally teach. The future that we look at is because of teachers that have the patience to teach. It's not because you're a teacher. It's quite literally the opposite. You are an influencer who probably does get paid on TikTok, who gets paid on YouTube, who gets paid on Instagram if they still have that creator program. But what I'm trying to say is you are a beggar and it is overshadowing everything else that you've worked hard to get.
Like, I'm sorry, maybe that's cynical, but I'm convinced that that is why. Also, I don't live in New York. I don't live out east, Miami, Philly, New York. I don't live in LA. Like, I don't live in any of those cool cities. Maybe that's part of it. I don't know. But I don't see why I can't shoot my shot. I don't know why that's pick me. I'm just doing my best out here. But thank you to everybody just like this person who gave me such positive comments. And I'm sure the Chiefs will never respond. And I will probably be watching the Super Bowl from my couch as planned. But that's okay. That's totally okay. I love you guys.
I'm not a sports person in terms of the sports here, but I am a soccer fan. And you sitting down and watching the Super Bowl is what a lot of people did. There are supporters that are greater than you, that aren't acting like you. There are huge supporters of the Super Bowl that, I don't know, would actually buy a ticket because they don't feel entitled to it being given for free.
The video I made yesterday definitely ruffled some feathers in the comments. Not really sure why. Not doing anything different than what most influencers and content creators do. I made a video where I just said, if you're a brand and you want me to promote your products or feature you on my social media platforms, DM me. I'm hosting a bachelorette at the beach and I'm making some gifts for my guests if you want to be
Did we watch the same video?
part of that. Awesome. Direct message me. Amount of comments in my comment section saying, I'm so embarrassing. I'm so desperate. Why am I doing that? Why am I begging for sponsorships again? I'm not begging for sponsorships. I don't understand why when I do completely normal things that all influencers and content creators do, why it's such a big deal when I do them, but nobody bats an eye when others do. I follow so many other influencers.
At this point, can you just name them? Put them in the comment section so we can see these types of influencers that you follow that do these types of things and don't get the backlash, because they do. You need to work. You need to hush. Continue to create good content that isn't begging, because that is what you're doing. Oh, I'm not begging. You are. You are begging. Before we continue with that video, this is the caption she had. Like, why do people care anyway? I have not done anything that any other influencer hasn't done. And you keep mentioning that like it's going to change people's opinion on what you're doing being wrong. Somebody says, you're not an influencer. You're not purchasing items with your own money to review for us. You make lunch videos. You don't bring any value to the brands you are hoping to receive free gifts from. That ain't the truth. Noelle, you're just not likable. And I followed you for years, but it's you. You're not likable. I mean, why are you following her if you don't like her? Like, I'm not understanding it. You have 5 million, but I'm sorry, like, you whine, you complain, you often sound entitled, like it's you, babes, it's you. I would not follow somebody that whines and does all this all the time, but as you guys can see, her followers even say, people that don't necessarily like her complaining, but probably enjoy her teacher lunch videos, still say all you do is complain and whine. Do your content, shut up, Email the brands and keep it freaking moving. Because you're not an influencer. You eat lunch in front of a camera. That isn't an influencer. LOL. Let them scrolling. You have 5.8 followers. There's literally no reason you shouldn't get PR. I would love for her to get PR. I would love a lot of people to get PR. It's not a bad thing to get PR, especially if you have such a huge following. The thing is, the type of content that you do will either make or break a brand from approaching you and wanting to sponsor you.
Who do this on a regular basis, and guess what? They get a lot of gifts from brands from those videos. I literally watched 2 separate influencers who made videos complaining about how they never got invited on Tarte trips, and now they've both been invited on multiple Tarte trips. So I don't know why everyone's acting like this is such a crazy thing to do. In the video, I literally talked about how much I love my friends and how I am making gifts for them, and I'm already put a lot of my own money into it. And I was just saying that if brands want to be included, that would be so amazing, and I'd be so grateful. And to just let me know if they want to gift my friends anything.
All right, let's move on to something else, because all you're doing is just asking brands like everybody else, right? Let's watch this clip right here.
First of all, Subway, it is a crime that you have not sponsored me yet, because I literally eat Subway every single week and I videotape it every single week. Second of all, you messed up.
Who would want to put their name behind that mouth?
My order, completely messed it up, didn't put on my condiments, put on tomatoes and cucumbers when I asked for them to be taken off, and now, I mean, I don't even want to eat this. Like, this isn't even good anymore. How can you do this to me? Seriously, this is messed up. All right, we've got today's lunch at school. I got a wrap this time, though, just to kind of switch it up. She's thick today. You're kidding me. Are you kidding me? I asked for no tomatoes and no cucumbers, and what do they give me? Tomatoes and cucumbers. I'm literally probably one of their most loyal customers, and they do this to me. Cheers. I didn't put mayo on it either.
Now, allegedly, the worker that made her the sandwich saw the video, and this is what she had to say.
Are you kidding?
Hey, so I made this. That's what was on the receipt. I know that's not what you usually order because you order a lot. Okay, so I usually have an idea of what you're ordering. And when I got your receipt, I was like, this is not usually what she orders. Given I should have called you, I should have called the number on your receipt. But with Subway receipts, we just make whatever's on the receipt. So I thought, oh, maybe she's switching it up today. But it just tells us what's on there. Must have been a problem with the app. Our app sucks. But I just make what's on the receipt and I put it on the shelf. I'm sorry.
Let's talk about the elephant, or in this case, the big sandwich in the room. I didn't double check my order before placing it. I was in a rush trying to order it, and I think I clicked something wrong, or it glitched, or...
You know, the first thing I do when my order is messed up is check my receipt. And from there, if it is still messed up, I just go to the establishment and let them know. The last thing I think about is going online and throwing a huge fit. That's just me, though. That's just me.
or something, and my special instructions got wiped out and reset. And I just didn't realize it before I placed the order. I was so excited to eat it. I was so hungry. So when I opened my meal and realized that it wasn't what I thought I ordered, I was bummed. But I also took the opportunity to make it overly dramatic, and it just wasn't funny like I thought it would be. I made the wrong judgment call there. Although,
Why would you think bashing a company would be funny if the mistake was on your end? I'm not understanding it. Imagine if this was a small business that you just bashed on the internet for people to see, and then people go to bash that small business. Like, this could go left in so many ways. And that is why I'm not surprised that a lot of brands are not reaching out to you, because who would want someone like this to be their representative? Surely I wouldn't if I was the Tarte business owner. I just wouldn't. You're not a good look.
may have come across differently. There's no negativity targeted towards any of the Subway employees. I see them once or twice a week. They are all super nice. I went in today to apologize to all of them, including the one who made the sandwich, and just to tell them that I seriously appreciate everything they do and all of their hard work. They're one of only 2 fast food chains in this town, so I just wanted to let them know that they are very appreciated.
Yeah, they're one of 2, and you still happen to mess it up. And you were able to go online and talk badly about the sandwich that they made and everything. Why didn't you have the same attitude going online and apologizing? I'm just saying, if you're able to record everything else, what difference does this make?
Hey, Kansas City. Looking for a spot for a fun night out or a date night? Look no further than the Fontaine Hotel on the Country Club Plaza. Take the elevator all the way to the top floor, and that's where you will find their rooftop bar, 901. The bar and restaurant have great vibes, great food, and great drinks. And in the winter, they transform the pool deck into a little neighborhood of igloos. And although spring is right around the corner, this March you can still book your igloos. It's not too late. We ordered some drinks and some appetizers, and of course some cookies and hot chocolate, which was the perfect thing to make the igloo feel nice, cozy, and warm. 901 has a great variety of drinks you can choose from on their menu, so you'll surely be able to find something to your liking. And then we got the appetizers. We got the pepperoni flatbread, the artisanal board, and the pommes frites.
If that was what you had started with posting and then like the teacher lunch videos, then that would have been fine. There needs to be not a course, because the word course just makes me lose my freaking ability to even think. But there needs to be some type of class that influencers need to go through, and they need to be vetted, because ever since any and everybody can become an influencer now, we are getting the bottom of the barrel. And I used to love watching influencers, but I mean, I still do. There are some good ones, but majority of them, trash. Someone said, I don't know if your views are authentic anymore. And that's exactly what happens when you say, oh, I'll partner with anybody, please, I'm begging you guys. Looks like the partner begging played out. This has been in the works for a long time, actually, because I've been a fan of the hotel for so many years. Have the day you deserve. Finally got what you want. Happy now? They reached out to me a long time ago for this. Have the day you deserve, user with 0 followers. And that's why I say, you're not as innocent as you think you are. You're acting as if, oh, it's okay when other influencers do it. Why do you guys have an issue when I do it? Because you're not a good fit. That is it. I'm not even trying to be rude. I'm just giving extremely tough love. And y'all remember when she was asking the small businesses to reach out and everything? This is another video on that.
Guys, we got so many brands and small businesses reaching out from my video last week, which I genuinely did not expect. I didn't think anybody would reach out. So the fact that so many did, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I literally was like crying, happy tears. I was so grateful, and I just never thought that would happen. And so thank you. Here's the thing. So many people have been reaching out. I cannot possibly accept product from everybody. It's
No, you're gonna accept the product because that's what you wanted.
It's too much. I thought it would be really cool if you have a small business that you're trying to get out there, comment it below. And if you have an Instagram, include your Instagram handle, because I want to go on my Instagram story and promote as many small businesses as I possibly can and tag them. So if you want me to do that, please comment below. If you have a small business, whether it's TikTok, Etsy, Instagram, whatever, put your info in the comments of this video, and I will do my best to post on my Instagram story as many as I can. I just want to get back, and like you guys, everybody was just so nice for reaching out. So I thought, let's just like make a video dedicated to the small businesses and let's help them out.
Good luck on that damage control. I'll see you guys next time.